much for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out come the Jets following a 23-17 victory over San Fran in overtime in Week 14. And there's Bryce Petty, second NFL start, leading them to that overtime win in San Fran. What did you think of Mr. Petty?
Well, I thought that I saw him a little bit more comfortable, which is natural as he begins to play more in the NFL. I think that the Jets are doing a better job of play calling with him because he takes shots downfield. That's his thing, and that actually loosens him up, and that's what they need to continue to do with him. This is his chance to stake a claim towards being the starting quarterback for the Jets in 2017.
Petty now. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What they said that the winning since they said that so they said the winning.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. He won't go down. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the carry that time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets. But we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners.
And Forte, so experienced, more touches than anybody else in the NFL the last 8 years. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here's a look at the starting offense.
When he fouled so my lawyer did that when he fouled okay, but they severally proved. But when I was Sherman went to see other houses.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the counter, Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 34 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And leading the Miami offense onto the field, Ryan Tannehill. And for him, a little bit of a sigh of relief, Charles. Around midday on Monday, injury report not as severe as initially expected, not a torn ACL.
And that's a huge sigh of relief for not just him, but for the Dolphins overall. They were starting to play really well with him at quarterback. They're feeling great about their momentum. He's really clicking with their head coach, Adam Gase. The chance that they can get him back for later in the season and potentially the playoffs has to hearten Dolphins fans everywhere.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete to open things up. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A horde of Jets, huge crew there to make the stop. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
I check the quality and quantity of the well.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Mario Williams broke into the league as a star defensive end. Now he's wreaking havoc as an outside linebacker.
On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 14 yards that time for number 14. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
This is a good game. Jarvis Landry, baby. Come on, 100 days, 100 nights.
Back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive begins with a run by Forte, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 3rd down, here's Forte. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Here's Petty. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Safarian Jenkins. 62 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got room. Picked off by the line.
But for now, this is what I can deal with. So at least there's a little bathroom inside that I don't